Story 1. The camper who heard something call his name. A Reddit user once posted about a solo camping trip he said he would never talk about again. He was deep in the woods, far from any trails, no service, no nearby camps. Late at night, he heard something outside his tent. Not footsteps, not animals, a voice. It said his name. Not yelled, not whispered, spoken normally, like someone standing a few feet away. He froze. He didn't respond. A few minutes later, it said his name again. Same tone, same distance. He said the scariest part wasn't the voice. It was that he knew, instinctively, whatever it was didn't sound human, but it knew exactly how humans speak. He stayed inside the tent until sunrise. When he left, he found footprints around his campsite. They weren't animal tracks. They were barefoot, too large. Story 2. The Reddit user who saw the same person every night. A Reddit user posted about a figure he kept seeing in his house, every night at exactly the same time, standing at the end of the hallway. The figure looked like a person, human-shaped, but completely still. He assumed sleep paralysis at first, until one night he sat up, fully awake. The figure was still there. He turned on the lights. Nothing. The next night, it returned. Closer. Same shape, same height, same posture. He moved out weeks later. The last night before leaving, he saw the figure standing inside his bedroom, watching him pack. Story 3. The UFO that was too low. Alien encounter. A Reddit user described driving home late at night on a rural road. No streetlights, no traffic. That's when the sky lit up. Not like lightning. A solid glow. He looked up and saw a massive object hovering just above the tree line. No sound, no movement. He said it wasn't shaped like anything familiar. Not a plane, not a helicopter. It stayed there for about 30 seconds. Then it moved. Not flying. It vanished instantly. No acceleration, no trail, just gone. His dashcam recorded static during the entire encounter. The footage resumed seconds after it disappeared. Story 4. The Bigfoot encounter that followed him home. A Reddit user posted about a hunting trip where he heard something large moving through the forest. Too heavy to be a deer, too controlled to be an animal. He said the woods went silent. Then he heard footsteps matching his own pace. He stopped. The footsteps stopped. He ran. Something ran with him. When he reached his truck, he saw it standing at the edge of the tray line. Tall, broad, not fully visible, but unmistakably upright. He drove home immediately. For weeks after, he claimed he heard the same heavy footsteps outside his house at night, scratching at the walls. He sold the house a year later. Story 5. The demon that pretended to be a child. Demonic encounter. A Reddit user described growing up in a house where something would knock on doors late at night. Soft knocks. When someone opened the door, nothing was there. One night, the knocks came again, but this time, a voice followed. It sounded like a child, crying, asking to be let in. The user said every instinct in his body told him not to open the door. The voice became angrier, then deeper. The knocking turned violent. The next morning, claw marks were found on the door. They moved out shortly after. The user said the voice followed them in dreams for years. All of these stories were shared by real people on Reddit. None of them were written as fiction. Whether you believe them or not, they all share one detail. The people who experienced them said the same thing. They were never the same afterward.